What's up, everybody? We have an amazing day. I wanted to talk to you guys about something really subtle. Um, how things are actually, man, that's a really good. I can't even formulate this concept. Um, every subject is kind of like two subjects, two opposing subjects. Let me elaborate. Okay, I guess the only way I can explain this easily if I give an example. All right, so say you're I don't know, walking down the street. It could be anything, right? Say you're walking down the street and you see something that makes you feel kind of upset, right? Okay, so we fixate. When we see something, we fixate on it, right? How the injustice about it, or how down and out it is, or how poor it is, or just all these certain traits that we attribute to it that make us feel kind of bad, right? No one looks at something that needs improvement and feels great about it, right? To a degree, right? So here's an example. This I can't. I have to get specific because it's like this generalization is like hard to explain. Sorry, guys. So, say for example, homelessness, right? Today, I was walking down the street, a city, and I saw this one gentleman. He was hanging out in front of a convenience store, and he was in a wheelchair with a bunch of his articles in a basket next to him. So he's definitely on the streets, right? He was living on the streets, and at the same time, as I was walking by, I noticed that he had like psoriasis or something on his skin, right? So he was definitely ill, right? And he was picking at his scabs and scraping his skin with a pair of scissors. And so as I approached and I walked by, I couldn't help but feel, I guess bad for him, right? I guess that's the word, right? And that gentleman's been there for years. And so like in the previous video that I mentioned, I get tore up. I really take on and absorb people's experiences somehow. And so basically I was feeling bad, right? So what does that mean? So basically, from the onset of the video, I was referring to that every subject is like two subjects, right? When you perceive something that needs improvement or can be improved, but you look at it in a debilitated state and just reinforce the the limits of it, you can't help but feel bad about it. There's something when you focus on limitations and you focus on the weakness of whatever subject it is, you can't help but feel not good. Why? Well, if you followed some of my videos, I've come to understand that my body is my tool, right? It has an intelligence all in its own, because hell, I'm not going to remember to beat my own heart and fill my own lungs with air, right? So it has an intelligence to be automated, that helps me exist. We all do, right? If it wasn't for our immune system, we'd be done, right? So I listen to myself, and when I feel bad, I know that something's going on, that I'm processing something, that I'm looking at something in a way that's limited. Now, the classic question is, what do you want to see? That's an interesting question, because it flips, and not only does it help you understand like a limited circumstance, but it also helps you move past it to the better version of it that can be and will be, because you're thinking about it. Okay, solutions, basically problem solutions. I guess that's what it really comes down to, problem solutions. You can't focus on problems. Problems don't in themselves, by definition, have solutions in them. You have to allow yourself to move past them to a solution. They're completely different mindsets. Okay, so that gentleman, for example, seeing what's he's capable of, and seeing the life in him that he has, just like everyone else, breath through their lungs. If you're still breathing, you have opportunity. You do. So moving past limitation to solutions is the only way, through your own focus on them and your own intention, and remember, imagination, then your body to enact them, how they come to exist, right? Your mind and your imagination is the immaterial, right? Like the spiritual, I guess, not to get religious or anything, but like the non-material, and your body is the material. So from that essence to being in real life, you're the doorway for it. You're the translator for it. So you have to look past problems to solutions, to create them, to make them real. So I just wanted to share that. It's in my mind, because a lot of times, hell, we all get hung up. I do it myself all the time. It's like I get hung up on problems, and I forget to look past them. And particularly, I've learned to ask myself, what do I want, right? What do I want to see? What outcome do I want, right? And obviously, solutions, because they aren't history, right? They haven't happened yet. They're at times a little bit more challenging to conceptualize, because they're all imagination. They're just pure imagination, right? but you're the doorway that brings it into reality. So that's empowering, dudes. You know, I want you to know that you are a doorway. You have solutions that are unique to you because you're the unique experiencer of the world. You see things in the world through your own eyes, and only through your own eyes do you have solutions that are perfect. I just want you to realize your power and your potential, because this is a life that we all share. If we all focus on solutions, man, we would take society and the planet to new levels, you know. Love you guys. I want you to have a wonderful day, and I love you very much. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.